So today I'm here with Jason Charles Miller, and we've known each other for quite some time.
Yeah,
I booked your band Godhead in Jacksonville, Florida, sometime in the late '90s. So that's how we first met, which was awesome.
right.
And then later, I got to see you guys again when you toured with Martin Atkins' Pigface. Came to
hmm
Jacksonville again. So, and a lot's happened since then. Actually, I haven't. You started a solo career, which we've had you a couple times here too, and I got the privilege
Yeah.
of you at
Yeah, I think you booked my solo band a few times as well, right?
yep,
Yeah.
yep. And I got to see you at Dragon Con was the last time, I think 2019.
Yeah. Oh man.
Played at that great little bar just up the street.
Smith's Old Bar. I love that place.
Yep, that was an awesome show. Um, so that was good to see you that last time before the pandemic happened. But since then, I mean, I guess when you've gotten into a lot of voiceover acting anime stuff since then. So
Yeah.
when did that start? Did that start after when did that start around the timeline for Godhead and
It actually started like around 2004. So I would do a lot of stuff in between tours, and it's just something I've slowly been building for
what,
like 17 years,
what was the first thing that got you into it? What was the open door?
Um well, what sparked it was, I mean, I'm a lifelong anime fan, but I had sung on a commercial, and um, it was a national commercial, and so what that means is that like you can join the Screen Actors Guild if you so desire, and then if you do two more, it's a must join, sort of their rules. So I decided to join, and then I took some voice acting classes, and my very first anime job was my friend Taliesin Jaffe cast me in Hellsing,
Oh,
which is like a huge anime,
yeah, right.
vampire anime. Yeah. So I got to be like monsters and vampires that like rose from the grave and then were immediately killed. But it was experience, and then it just sort of expanded out from there.
Nice. And so, what are some of the other titles you've been involved in?
Oh man, I mean, more recently, like I had a cool multi-episode character arc in Attack on Titan. Right now, I'm on a series on Netflix called Kuroko's Basketball. I play a high school basketball player. Hey, I can still sound like a teenager if I need to. Let's see what else. I'm the second to last boss in Godfall, a new PlayStation game, and I've been working on a lot of games since. I guess it's public now. I'm a few characters in Phantasy Star 2 online, which is a pretty big game, and got some more coming around the bend. This past summer, a lot of things that I had worked on before pre-COVID came out. So two episodes of DC Superhero Girls on the Cartoon Network. The singing voice of Ra's al Ghul, so that was really fun to sing a couple of creepy songs.
Wow. I'm definitely going to go look all of those up. And you did some stuff. You did quite a few things with Avatar: The Last Airbender, correct?
Yeah, that was one of my first like big legit jobs. Was I was in 6 episodes of Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I played sort of different villains of the episode kind of thing for that. Although they're in season 2, Long Fang, the guy that was sort of in the underground, behind the scenes master manipulator, I played his assistant, so I'm the one that like hypnotized everyone.
Nice.
And then in another episode, they decided to make an anime version of me and put me in the show. So that's really fun. When Aang goes to jail, there's a sort of avatared version of me with like a snake wrapping around my arm instead of this, but there's still an eyeball on this side. It's really fun.
Immortalized in that fantastic series.
Mm-hmm.
That's really
Yeah.
interesting. So, well, and it's like since COVID hit, how's that affected your work schedule for doing those kind of things? And well, let's talk about some of the other things you've gotten into, like some of the podcasts, and how those started up.
Yeah. So, obviously, things really, I was going to be getting on a plane on March 25th, to tour in the UK. And of course, like a few weeks before that, we saw everything shutting down and saw that that probably was not going to happen. But, you know, I had a lot of plans. And so I decided to finally lean into my Twitch channel. And so now I'm doing things on Twitch like 4 or 5 days a week. So on Mondays, I have Miller's Music Mondays. That's going to be, we're recording this on a Monday. That's going to be tonight. And I have a guest every Monday. Then on Tuesdays for Codename Games, I host a songwriting show for them. And I write a song live on the air with my co-host and with everyone in the chat window participating. So Codename makes the game Idle Champions, which licenses Dungeons and Dragons characters. So we write a song about a different Dungeons and Dragons character every week while the audience helps us. And in 2 hours, we have a completed song. It's actually really kind of fun. Then Wednesday nights, I do my all request show, whatever you want Wednesdays. And then right now, Wednesday afternoons, I'm in a Dungeons and Dragons stream. And then Saturday evenings, I'm running a Dungeons and Dragons stream for GaryCon. And GaryCon is the celebration of Gary Gygax, who is the co-creator of Dungeons and Dragons and sort of considered the modern, you know, the father of all modern role-playing games. So yeah, it's been busy, but it's been, you know, that coupled with I worked on 4 different video game soundtracks this year. I've got 3 songs on Cyberpunk 2077. I've got 3 other games that I can't mention yet that I've got things coming out on. So all things considered, I suppose I made lemonade out of lemons and was able to shift to do more things at home. But I know that that's not really the case for everybody. So I also helped out with the For the Nomads charity and tried to raise money for, you know, the crew, the guys that work at local venues. Like everybody is with everything being closed. There's so many people that need help right now. You know?
Yeah, it's a desperate scene for a lot of, especially live music and venues like that. Or
Yeah,
just,
man. And like some of my friends have done some socially distanced shows, but that's really even that's sort of few and far between. You know, it's hard to do a whole tour that way.
right. Yeah, touring is almost impossible right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm in Florida, so
anything goes, baby.
Yeah. But as far as gaming goes, can I ask? Well, do you have what's your favorite role playing game so far today that you've played?
Well, I mean, obviously, I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons since I was 8. Oh, and I have a series on Amazon Prime called Starter Kit, where it was originally on Geek and Sundry's Alpha network, but it actually got ported over to Amazon Prime, which is great. And we teach people how to play role playing games on that show, so you'll definitely have to check that out.
Yeah.
Starter Kit on Amazon Prime.
Absolutely.
And so D&D, of course, has a place in my heart. But also, what I loved playing when I was a kid too was Gamma World, which was put out by TSR, the same company that released Dungeons and Dragons. But it's about what happens in a post-apocalyptic world when everyone's mutated.
Oh.
So that's one that a lot of people haven't played. So that's one that I like to remind people is out there.
Gotcha. Done. And the one thing some people always need to play these games is dice. And I saw on your page that you have your own. You have your own.
I
dice.
do. In fact, well, first of all, here it is. It's made out of black metal.
It's actually metal.
But what I want to do is I'm going to shine my phone light on it for a second so you can see what happens after I do that. Although I think you already know. But yeah, Norse Foundry, which is a great dice company, they approached me about doing my own sort of signature die that we would sell, in limited capacity. And it's been going really great. It just came out last week. Here it is. You can see it glows when it's held up to the light. And the 20 is my JCM logo, or my logo. So I mean, from all the different shows that I've been involved with, role playing wise, it made perfect sense to me, and I guess it's selling well, so that's good. I also probably should have mentioned I'm putting out 2 albums this year too, so I
Oh,
shifted some things around. So on
go
March
for it.
26th, From the Wreckage Part One comes out, and that's a 7-song album, and then in October, From the Wreckage Part Two will come out, and that's another 7 songs, and then by the summer of 2022, I'm going to have another full length album out.
Gotcha.
So lots of stuff to check out.
Any performers you want to mention on that?
Yeah. My friend Katie Cole, who's now in the Smashing Pumpkins, she does a duet with me on there. Eben Schletter, who is arguably the world's best theremin player. He plays theremin on one of my songs, which is pretty cool. Adam Schoenfeld from Tim McGraw's band plays guitar on there. Kenny Aronoff, who's like the one of the most famous drummers in the world and one of the best drummers, rock drummers in the world. He plays drums on it. Cowboy Eddie Long plays pedal steel. I've got a lot of really interesting and cool musicians and players on this.
Where can people go? Where's the best place for people to find you to buy the dice, to find your music, to access you all your other projects and podcasts and links?
So obviously, if you just type in my name, that's pretty much me across all social networks, which is easy. So Jason Charles Miller, if you can remember that. Luckily, I was able to grab all those, except on Twitter because it's Jason C. Miller because my name's too long. But on Twitter, if you type in Jason Charles Miller, my account will still come up. So
Gotcha.
You'll be able to find me that way.
Awesome.
And the dice you can find at Norse Foundry. And there's also jasoncharlesmiller.com that has all the links.
Awesome. Perfect. And we're going to send everybody that way.